YouTube, welcome to my update review of the Philips Harmony Ultimate Remote Control. Did I say Philips? Hello YouTube, and welcome to my new updated video of the Logitech Harmony Ultimate Remote Control. I did a review on this on my YouTube channel about 6 months ago. I did an unboxing and an initial setup. And I thought it's about time I updated it and told you how I'm getting along with it and stuff like that. So first of all, if you haven't done so already, if you've got a new one of these, connect it to myharmony.com and do the firmware update. It fixes so many bugs, makes it a lot more reliable, and adds some really nice features. So what I would do is get it, log on to myharmony.com, and basically connect your remote via USB and just sync. Click the sync button, and that will check the firmware and update the latest firmware. And what will that enables a lot of new features, including add your own wallpapers to the background. The remote comes with these standard pictures here, and you can now actually add custom images. It's so simple and easy to do. It actually resizes the photo for you, and it gives you a little idea and recommends what kind of photos work well and stuff like that. Yeah, so you can add your own photos to the wallpaper, which is a nice feature. The other feature they do is a screen lock. This remote is very glossy and gets a lot of fingerprints on it over time. So before, you just have to clean it with a cloth and you'd hit all the touch screen and activate things and the buttons and stuff like that. But now with the new firmware update, you can go into settings, remote, and remote lock. And this now locks the whole remote control, so you can push the buttons, you can touch the screen, give it a good clean, and you don't activate things. And then a long press on the exit button gets you back to the screen. The other thing they've done as well is a sleep timer. So when you're in an activity and you're nodding off on the sofa, just wait for that activity to come on. If you press the menu button down at the bottom, there's a sleep timer. If you push that, you can activate a sleep timer. You get a little sleep icon in the corner, and when it gets down to the last couple of minutes, it flashes up on the screen that it's about to turn your devices off. So that's quite a nice handy little feature. So the firmware update's really worth doing, I think. There's another thing where you can control the brightness of the back buttons and just other little features. As for the iOS app, it's come under a lot of criticism. It works fine, no problems with it. I've probably only used it about 6 or 7 times since I've had the remote. It's there as a backup. Sometimes, not very often, but this will freeze and lock up, and it needs just plugging into the USB or putting in the dock. That's probably happened about 4 times since I've had the remote. So this works as a backup if you want to turn the telly off and things like that. And it's come under criticism because it looks cheap and it feels cheap. The buttons and things like that are just very basic looking. You pay for such a nice remote control, which is really well built, and then you get a cheap little app like this, cheap little thing. It just doesn't work. And when you compare that to, say, the Pioneer remote control, which is really nicely animated, turn the volume down by rotating around. You get something like that, which is okay, maybe a bit gimmicky, but it looks quality and it works real well. I don't know why the Harmony app can't be at the same standard. But to be honest, I very rarely use it, so it's not a problem. The remote, like I say, I've had it 6 months, there's no scuffs or marks on it. It's built really well, and so far so good. So yeah, have a look around here. You can edit your favourites, set it all up, customise your artwork. It's really good. One thing I will say as well is the Logitech people, I had a problem with my Apple TV crashing the remote control, and I emailed Logitech on the forum, and within a few days they'd sorted the problem for me and released the firmware. So they do listen, and I can't say I can't say anything bad about them. So right, let's go over and have a look at it in action. Okay, now so I'm just going to show you a couple of things in action. Everything works fine with regards to using it day to day, watching telly. The activities work well, the turning off works well, and the switching between devices and activities works well. It does take a bit of fine tuning. You've got to persevere with it, but after a couple of setups,
of the championship
after a couple of setups, you'll realise what you need to do and just fine tune it and tweak it. So I've just turned on the TV, the Skybox came on, or whatever, FreeSat box, the amp went to the correct input and the TV came on the right channel. And now I can just flick over to Apple TV with the touch of a button, and everything's working fine. And then maybe back to the TV, Skybox, the FreeSat box back on again. And then one button to turn everything off. So that side of things, couldn't be happier, works really well. The only thing that doesn't work too great is the hue lights, which, if you see my other video, was one of the main reasons I got it. There's a big delay, there's a lag between inputting a command on the remote and the light. So I've got a light down here, and I've also got one directly above us, and then if I go onto there, and it's on full brightness at the moment, if I dim it down to halfway, there's a bit of a lag and it dims all the way to off, a bit more of a lag, back to halfway again, back to full brightness, and change the colours. Can't change the colours, you can change the white tones, but you can't actually change the colours on this app. But what it doesn't like is if you rush it, so if you go to full and then to halfway, and then it then becomes out of, actually it's worked okay this time, it's staying in sync. I did a video a minute ago and it wasn't having it, it couldn't keep up with my commands. So I'm not sure why. I suppose see, I've turned that down and I'm turning it up, it's going down, I'm turning it down, it's going up. It needs time to think. If you rush it, it's okay if you want to turn it. I'm turning it down, it's going up, I'm turning it up, it's going down. So it's not brilliant, but it's, give it halfway, meet in the middle, yeah. So that should be pretty much off, yeah. And then that should be pretty much on. But it's thinking about it. The one in the living room directly above me is only on dim. So it's not brilliant. It can't, I don't know what's going on with these lights at the moment. So back to the normal Philips Hue app. And then that works fine.